Okay, so the thought. EK Spartan goals. Okay, so free think. At what point do we stop being free thinkers? How to become a free thinker, etc. So let's roll it out. 1980 Raging Bull, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Martin Scorsese is still. Who is the best director? Like, people are kind of irreverent. Who else? anyone who's super hardcore and just doesn't give an F about anything. And actually, I mean, truth be told, I think if one really wants to be a true artist philosopher, one needs to be kind of like Batman or like Iron Man or kind of like. I think the reason why monks, you know, Zen monks, whatevs, even priests, right? Are the way they do it, because if you want to do super crazy things, like I don't think you could be married, have kids, because like you gotta think about other people's. So that's why all the really great artists, philosophers, thinkers, entrepreneurs are pretty much single. I mean, even like Elon Musk, I mean, he's got like 10 children at least, or 10 kids who are begotten from his genetics, but from his spunk. But alas, I don't think he really does anything. He just does his own thing, right? So even like Kanye, he should just stay single, take care of his kids on the side. But anyways, so yeah, so being a free thinker, it's kind of like, I mean, at least the good thing about the internet, the interwebs, is like, assuming you have a blog, right? You could, you know, and assuming you're not like on any externally hosted thing, the heuristic is simple. It's like, if it's free, if you don't pay for it, you don't have freedom. You're gonna get censored sooner or later, or you're gonna be flagged, or your account gonna be deleted sooner or later, right? Like even the best way to approach everything, even including even including nobody's here finna jaywalk. Even the YouTubers, pushing the boundaries, gonna get my account deleted sooner or later, and then yeah. So I think the best strategies is to just strategize as if all your stuff gonna be deleted. Ooh, yeah, this morning in LA. Also another thought is like digestion. It's like, is pork difficult to digest? I don't know, like there's all these weird conspiracy theories. I think just like superficially, whenever I eat pork, my digestion is just kind of poor. I have to use the bathroom a lot, so maybe abstaining from pork, I'll just be like pretend like I'm Muslim or kosher or Jewish. I'm like, I don't eat pork. Next time someone asks me, it's like, what are you expecting to say? Asian? So I'm gonna say, I'm Jewish. Or I say, I'm white. And then they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, prove it. And be like, it's like, don't be a schmuck. Gotta schlep this around. Actually, some of my favorite phrases are Yiddish. That's chutzpah. Got the big B-A-L-L-S. Ooh, nice morning. I mean, all these weird things happening in America right now is like, okay, so free thinker, right? So just like free speech, it's like you cannot be politically correct, woke, or you know, on the right or on the left or the middle. You have to be totally divorced from politics. I mean, all the great thinkers in the past, all of them said withdraw from politics. The polis means city politics. Even if you think about it, global politics don't really make sense, or even national like politics, polis, your city, it should just pertain to your own city, right? Like, so for example, I live here in like Culver City, LA. It's funny is people's like, is Culver City LA? It's not really LA. It's like Culver City. And I'm starting to also realize too, it's like all these different neighborhoods and places, it's like so hyper specific. Like you could literally just be 2 blocks over and you're technically Coco on the LA side. Like even down there on Venice, it's like super dirty and not so nice. Washington is way nicer. And therefore as a consequence, yeah, nice morning. So as a consequence, yeah, like, I mean, technically Culver City is LA, but then because they've kind of split off, they got their own police department, fire department, and then essentially what it means is that they could just kick out the homeless people when they want. And that's where living anywhere that's actually considered LA, Los Angeles, is not good because the schools are not good. Even here at Culver City, the public schools are amazing. I ain't finna never send my kid to no private schools. I mean, like, I was like a little bit, like, make my own lunch or store, whatever's. But like actually so one of my critiques about, you know, traditional schooling, right? So where does one start to stop thinking like a independent free thinkers? My personal theory is actually it's when you go to college, ironically enough. So like, you know, going to college is supposed to expand your mind and make you think bigger, right? But I'm starting to realize more and more going to college is actually bad for independent thinking. Why? Because you're essentially spoon-fed knowledge and how to think, how not to think. I call this the human centipede of knowledge. Just like everyone's lips and butts connected together, right? So all this information and knowledge is just regurgitated over and over again, and it's kind of boring. I mean, college, going to university, UCLA, going to sociology, study sociology was great because it exposed me to so many new ideas and opened up my mind. But also it's kind of a double-edged sword because it also makes you a little bit more closed-minded too. So I'll give you examples. So, you know, like I say sociology and it's like 90% like, you know, the female gender, right? Or the female sex, whatever you want to call it, right? So I technically got all this super woke training back in the, what was it? When did I go to college? 2006 to 2006 to 2010. Yeah. Good morning. Oh yeah, got the beautiful morning. Got the sword, my lord. Oh, another pro tip: faces are more attractive than icons and bodies. Like even the best icon would kind of somehow relate to face. Even think about Facebook, right? Faces. We love faces. Like I was always a face guy, not a anything guy, right? And then such a bad thing with the Bay Area. It's like butterface, like, you know, you eat butter on your croissant. Face, like butterface is short for BUT space HER space FACE. So like the general idea was it don't matter how beautiful a woman's body is, if her face ain't beautiful, then it is not worth pursuing. Yeah, definitely super sexist, not good. But alas, I think like I have some thoughts. So you know, like people are like, oh, you know, beauty in the eye of the beholder. I'm like, it's like, I mean, like, yeah, it's true, but like, I think what I'm seeking is a deeper critical line of thinking. Critical thinking, I think, is maybe not even critical thinking, like independent, free-spirited, free thinking, free thinking. People say speech. I say free thinking. So I'll give examples. So even when on the East Coast, I saw these stickers that would say resist critical thinking, which is just kind of like a piss take at, you know, this notion of critical thinking as just kind of being this like superficial, quote quote, woke activities. Yeah, but anyways, so my general thought is, oh, like an example. So back in college, right? So like we're doing sociology of the family, which is essentially quote unquote women's studies, just rebranded, right? And then like, you know, talking about you know, female oppression, and I'm like, yeah, totally makes sense. And I mean, more or less, I was like raised by a single mom, degenerate dad, so like I'm like Ridley Scott. I'm like low-key super supportive of women. Women could do anything they want, equal as men, etc. My mom's like my ultimate hero, super strong. But anyways, so then I was just there talking about like feminism, femininity, feminist studies, right? Women's study, yeah, women's study, right? And then I asked, I was like, is there something like men's studies or male studies or masculinity studies? They're like, no. I'm like, why not? Because you guys already have the power, everybody knows about you. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like still, can I still do it? And then they're just like, don't respond, right? Or another example, sociology, you know, passion of photography, ask my professors, I'm like, is there such a thing as like visual sociology? And they're like, no. Not like Google it, nothing exists. I'm like, can I do this? They're like, you can take pictures. Not really, not ethical. I'm like, now that Cindy's professor, right? And I've seen all these academics, right? The best professors, the best teachers, etc. are the ones that actually encourage, motivate, uplift, and rather than just like closing the door, rather a great teacher, professor, mentor, whatevs, opens up options and actually exposes you to potentiality. Like rather than be like, nah, you can't do that, be like, okay, that's a good idea. Let us see how we could have that manifest in reality. I think that's a much more equitable way to approach the world, is my thought. So, how to be a free thinker. Oh, also I had a thought this morning, like, a lot of people who do quote keto, the reason I don't align myself with that camp anymore, I mean, like, I think it's still better than what most people do, but my thought is it's not technically quote keto that we're seeking, or fat. Maybe we need to consume more cholesterol, aka dietary cholesterol. What food has the most dietary cholesterol? Liver. It's so funny, people say eating red meat is bad for you, you get a heart attack. I'm like, how about if you eat beef liver? Nobody says anything. Why? Because no one knows how to put inside a box, bruh. You don't know how to put inside a box. Oh yeah. Another pro tip towards life and living, just direct sun. Now I understand why the ancient Aztecs and people thought the sun was a god, the sun god. We the new sun gods. Bring back the Vibram Five Fingers. Spartan suit. Oh, another thought I had too is that like, yeah, faces are more attractive. Icons try to resemble a human face. Like even my like iconic, you know, Cindy took a picture of me in Vietnam, the side portrait I made it red, like that crimson red logo, super OG. Yeah, maybe that image will outlast me. It's like kind of the cult of personality. Oh, also another funny thought, I was like, how do you start a cult? Can't find it on the Googles, right? I mean, cult essentially means culture, right? Just cult of personality. You're essentially just trying to propagate or encourage a certain culture, a certain thing. Okay, so I'm always curious, like you come to the lot, right? Why are people trading these things? A brand new Tesla Model X. Why are they trading it in? Probably a sign that there's something not good with it. Why would they trade in a Tesla Model X for a Toyota? Sen loves saying Toyota. Actually, it's funny because like maybe Toyota is better than Tesla. I mean, even Sen, I mean, he loves Teslas, right? But he never says Tesla. He always says Toyota. So maybe Toyota is better than Tesla. But still, I mean, if I had the option of buying a Toyota or a Tesla, of course I'd buy a Tesla. It's Elon Musk fanboy till I die. Actually, the only reason people hate on Elon Musk is that they wish they were Elon Musk. It's like, don't hate me because you wish it was me. Even like Jay-Z says, niggas only hate you because they can't be you. Throw them all in the bayou, right? So yeah, I think hate, my theory is hate is just love and admiration in disguise, or confusion, or people like mind being blown. Also another thought too, you know this new like Toyota BZ4X? I think the Lexus RX electric thing, it's probably just built on the same platform. Another pro tip towards life, guys. Never buy the loser Lamborghini. Do you know that Lamborghini and loser both start with L? Only losers. That's actually a funny thing too. The thing I love about vlogging, you could put in intonation, you could just troll people. So whenever you want to disparage anything, you just say in a funny voice to say, it's for losers. Like you'd be like, Ferraris are for losers. Yeah, and actually, wow, the all red Ferraris, the color of power, passion, lust, dominance, whatevs, blood red. The more and more I think about it, red is the most attractive, important, dominant, striking color. Even like if I had a helmet, it'd be all matte red, kind of Spartan helmet, kind of cool. Also a stop sign is probably the most critical thing. What color is it? Red. Even when it, like fire trucks, red. Fire, red, not yellow. I mean, I love yellow, but then yellow is more like kind of the color of sun, whereas red is the color of, you know, potentially bad. Yeah, so being a free thinker means to just on-chain, like especially in the world of AI. Okay, so now that I'm the ChatGPT AI, OpenAI, DALL-E 3, ChatGPT 4 masters, just pay money for it. Only 20 bucks a month. I mean, come on, man. Like, and then I would recommend unsubscribe from fucking Netflix, Spotify, YouTube Premium, Disney Plus, Hulu, what else? Apple TV Plus, Amazon Prime, etc. And instead funnel all that money into the ChatGPTs, because this is the new thing that can make you intentionally like a demigod AI cyborg bot without having to put a chip in your brain. Also, my pro tip is spend more time thinking offline. Don't trust the interwebs, because they all finna be ChatGPT bots.